Hello all, welcome to our channel Market Wisdom. This is Amit here, and you can see in my YouTube channel we are giving different stock analysis as well as learning videos and techniques to find different trading techniques to make our trading life easy. So this is my channel, and in this I have created a study purpose playlist. You can go through it. It has different I'm sure most of you already have gone through it. It has different study purpose videos that you can make use of. Yeah, whatever techniques I used I have already mentioned over here, and it will be very useful for you, I'm sure. And from my channel point of view, I have also given a Telegram channel link in the description. You can make use of it. I am already present in different WhatsApp group, but my YouTube subscribers may not be available in those WhatsApp channels. So I have created one Telegram channel, and you can take use of that. You can find the link in the description. So let's start with today's session. So today's learning video I am creating on supply and demand. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, let's see what is supply and demand. Supply and demand are basically very much related with buying and selling. Okay, so whenever we start with our trading, we should always look for a chart. Okay, so in that chart we can get where are the supply and demand. Okay, so this is Nifty 15-minute chart. If we see in this area, there is a demand. Okay, so demand means what? As soon as Nifty is coming to this area, it's always bouncing. So let's see, it has bounced over here. So first of all, it bounced from here to there, then it again came, it bounced, then it again came, it again bounced. Okay, so similarly again came it here, and it again bounced. Okay, so there is a demand means there is a people are ready to buy at this level. Okay, so that's what we can identify from this demand zone right now. Okay, what is supply zone? Supply zone means at this position, what we are observing, people are ready to sell the positions. Okay, so what it is happening, let's see. So it as soon as it goes in this area, it is selling is coming. As soon as it goes in this area, selling is again coming. As similarly, as soon as again in this area it goes, selling is coming. So from supply and demand zone what we can observe, so supply, this is supply zone for me, and this is demand zone for me, right? So what's happening in demand zone, always if a script or any stock value coming to that particular area, there is a demand coming. Okay, so people are ready to buy in that area, and that takes the market towards upside. Okay, and similarly on the supply side, if market goes in specific area, there are people ready to sell. Okay, and that's when the selling comes in the market. So this is simple basic definition of the supply and demand. Okay, so how it works, let's see. Look for the previous supply and demand zone as well. Okay, so this is 15-minute candle. So for looking previous day's supply and demand zone, what I will do, I will try to select more time frame. Okay, one day. Let's see, I have selected one day. What zone which is acting as a supply zone in the past. Okay, so why I'm saying that, so as soon as market went in this area in the past, there is a selling came. Okay, so similarly right now we are at the same area. Okay, so it is taking time, or we can expect it should spend some time over here. As soon as any supply or demand zone is broken out, then we can expect a very good up move. Okay, so that's the another rule that we can apply on the supply and demand zone. Okay, so this is what I am getting. This area is definitely a supply zone, and there we are getting the selling. So now let's do the smaller time frame. So I will go to hourly time frame. Basically there is no restriction as such. We can apply this supply and demand zone for any time zone. So I'm just, for example of this Nifty, I'm taking it hourly candle, and then I will go with the 15-minute candle. So here also what hourly candle is suggesting us, definitely this our supply zone is still acting as a resistance for us. Okay, similarly if we go to 15-minute candle, the 15-minute candle also, we can see this demand supply zone is acting as a resistance for us, that is for sure. And it had made already 3 attempts to break it. So this is first, this is second, and this is the third attempt. Okay, so this is very good indication that there is some resistance at this level. And for demand zone point of view, we are now getting this as a demand for us, right? So this is how we can define our range for any stock or any particular index option, and accordingly we can take a trade as soon as it is breaking this level. So when we can take a trade is that we can take a trade as soon as if this resistance zone or demand zone is breaking out, then we can make a trade on the market side. If it is breaking with very force, then we can take a trade, and in the downside as well, if it is breaking in the downside with a force, we can take a trade over here as well. This demand and supply zone we can combine with the trend line as well, so that will gives us a very good indication or very good trade. Okay, so for that, let's take an example of M&M. Okay, so this is the last week stock which we were discussing, right? Supply and demand zone, we have to come up with the zone where there is a huge supply. Okay, first of all, so that area we have identified this. Let's say we have identified this area. Okay, and where is the demand? So demand is in this area, it is making higher high and higher low. Okay, so this is definitely a demand area for us. As soon as it is coming over here, people are ready to buy, and as soon as it goes over here 846 845, the people are ready to sell. What happens if we add a trend line to it? So let's add a trend line, which already I have added. So you can see I have added this trend line. So this is my indication where after crossing this only I will take a trade. Okay, not in between. Okay, so that's the observation that we can come up with, right? So that is why I was keep on saying, as soon as this M&M was able to sustain above 846 848, then we can go ahead. Okay, earlier what was the resistance, or what was the supply zone? That was this area, right? So that's why I come up with the first target of 680. Okay, so let's see where is this coming up. So this was the area which I was suggested, and this is a huge volume accumulating. Okay, so this supply and demand zone, in addition with a trend line and in addition with volume, we can take a good trade. So that was the funda behind giving M&M call. As soon as giving close above 846, we can go for 860 as the first target, and then the next target was 900, which was also achieved. Okay, so this is the funda that I have used. So next target, next stock that I can talk of with Adani Port, which was also given a breakout in the last week. So you can see over here as I said, this is hourly candle, and I have already drawn supply and demand zone over here as well. Okay, so it was a pattern, triangular pattern, and always whenever it was going here, it was taking selling pressure. Supply was huge in this particular area, and in addition to that, there is a trend line at this level as well, 847 747 746. That's why I was keep on saying close above 746 is needed, and in addition to that, as we can see, volume is also nice over there. So if we see over here, we have observed very good volume bars over here as well on hourly candle, and as soon as it crossed, it has given a very good upside of 800 almost, right? So that's how we can identify the supply demand zone and trend line and volume that will give us a very good trend. Okay, so now this is what we have done till now. Even I can show the example of Tata Consumer also, I believe. This was the W pattern, it was giving nice W pattern, and also higher high it was giving us. Okay, and this 730 was the crucial area, or 728 to 730. Okay, and as soon as it has given a it was giving a proper close above 770, but it was not able to cross it, and for the upper side it was taking a resistance as always at 740 744. So as soon as I was saying this range of supply zone passes out, and with volume, you can see here volume is also nice one. You can see there was a huge volume also built up over here, and as soon as this level crossed, my next target was 780, and it has achieved. So this is what we have achieved until now, with the help of supply demand zone and trend line. Okay, so now what we will see, we will see the next stock where we can see probable upside. So let's take an example of BPCL. That's the So see, now you can all predict what's going on in this particular stock. So we can see this is a clearly supply zone for us, which I have already marked over here, right? So this is the supply zone. What is the level for it? 403 to 400. Okay, so how many times it has made an attempt? So this is the first attempt, and then these are the two attempts over here, then this is third, and this is now fifth attempt in this area. Okay, and it is already given higher high, higher low. So there is definitely a supply zone. As soon as stock is coming in this area, it is taking a selling pressure, but the selling is minor, and we can see it is already always making higher high, higher low. Okay, so as soon as this particular zone is breaking out, 400 to 405, what we can expect? We can expect a target. What is the target we are expecting? This 430 level target we can expect. Okay, so that's the target we can expect. So the trade now, how we can take a trade? As soon as it is giving 403 405 closing, okay, then we can initiate a trade, and in that case we will see a nice up move. What will be the stop loss in that case? The stop loss will be 396 395. We can see 395. So that can be my stop loss, and I am ready for the target of 40. So this is how we can learn how the supply and demand zone we can mark, and on breaking of those we can take a expected trade, and with small stop loss also we can achieve a very good thing in this particular trade. So similarly, there is one more stock, LIC, already making a higher high, higher low, and this is the supply zone for me. What is that area? 383 to 380, 376 75. So market is mostly trading in this particular range. It has once tried to give a close above this 383 area, but again it came down. It has given a very good volume also over here, but it again came down in this particular area and stuck over here. Now the second attempt, if it tried to make and go above this particular level 383, then we can expect a very good up move in the LIC Housing Finance as well. So keep and watch on this. This is definitely a supply zone, and as soon as it breaks, we can see this target 400, the initial target, and then above that as well. So this is another stock that we can take a look at, and it is making a proper pattern over here. It can break this level. So that is another stock. The next stock that I came up with, DLF. The DLF also, this is the trend line that I have marked. The trend line resistance is at 422, and this we can clearly see a supply zone. As soon as market is coming in this area, it is sellers are getting activated and they are taking the price downside. So this was the earlier downtrend, but now it has already converted into the proper uptrend with higher high, higher low. So it needs to give a proper close above 422, then it will make a very good up move towards 450 level. That will be my target in DLF, but it needs to close this area, this supply zone. So as soon as this supply zone is broken, we can expect a very good up move in the DLF as well. So you see, previously this acted as a supply zone. As soon as this was broken, it has given a very good up move. Okay, so similarly we can expect over here as well. Already there is a supply zone, and if we break this, it will give us a very good target in DLF as well. So this is how we can use supply zone plus trend line and volume as well. So you can see in this case, previously we have huge volume and not that much huge volume we are seeing over here in DLF, but definitely volume plus this supply zone, as soon as it breaks, it will give us a very good upside. So this is how we can trend. And so what we are seeing in the bank nifty, where is the supply zone? So this is the supply zone where we can observe there is a selling pressure, this area, and a demand zone is this particular area we can observe. Okay, so 38,000 is a demand zone. So as soon as bank nifty is coming in this area, it is trying to bounce. Okay, always it has tried to bounce here also. And on the demand side, this 38,500 to 38,800, this is the demand zone, supply zone, sorry. And as soon as it is coming here, there is a selling occurring. So the bank nifty next trade only above this 38,800 and below 38,000 on the downside. So this is how we can expect a trade, and we can take trade only on breaking this supply and demand zone. That will help us, and it gives a gives us a good gains as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is what I have in the in this today's learning episode. Thanks for watching.